Good morning. I am so excited about introducing you to a world of personality, but I want to start with a question. Today is Wednesday, right? Is it still Wednesday for you Canadians? Still Wednesday? Okay. Raise your hand if you have already experienced some sort of conflict this week, right? It's only Wednesday. Almost every hand in the audience is up right now, right? Well, here's the good news. Much conflict exists that doesn't have to. You see, we think things are against us that really have nothing to do with us. It's just simply for the other person. It's just the way that their personality type is wired. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. And how can we reduce that conflict and move past it to work on to bigger and better things, right? And so I'm super excited about what we're going to talk about. Of course, you guys are already familiar with DISC, so we don't have to go through all that. So that's the great news. But I do want to do a little bit of a demonstration because we each have our own personality language. Every single group in this room has their own personality language. So my goal is to help you be able to speak effectively to D's, I's, S's, and C's. Because the number one mistake we make when we're communicating with other people is interacting with every single person exactly the same. We interact with every single person the way that we want to be interacted with, right? So have you ever sent someone a text and they got a totally different message than you intended them to get, right? We've all done that. So why did that happen? It happened because you were texting in your personality language. And sometimes you think if you're a D, you think, no, Angel, it's not possible. I'm so clear. I'm so bottom line. There's no way they don't get it. Something's wrong with them. That's what we assume, right? It's always the other person that's the problem. But what if it's not? Right? So let me just do a little demonstration. Who's willing to volunteer, come up on stage? Perfect, come on up here. If you wouldn't mind just stepping around there. I just want to show you kind of like what it's like here. All right, beautiful. If you'll join me here. Now tell us your name. What is your name? Trish. Okay, Trish, would you mind standing there but facing that direction? And I'm going to step a little bit behind you. And I want you guys to envision that Trisha's house is on fire. And let's pretend she has a house here and she's way further away from me than she is right now. And I see that their house is on fire and I need to let her know, but she's deaf. So if I stand here and yell, Trish, your house is on fire, is she ever going to get the message that I need her to get? No. So what do I have to do? I have to go to her, right? And show her what I need her to see. Sorry, my dear, your house is gone. All right, thank you. Good job, yay, let's give her a hand. Great acting there. So I want you to think about this. Is the way that she communicates, is it better or worse than the way that I communicate? Is it better or worse? What is it? Different. Different. It is that different. If I could draw a line down this room and we got the D's and the I's on one side and the S's and the C's on the other side, it is that different between those two groups. And guess what happens? You marry them and then you wonder why you can't communicate, right? Because you've heard the saying opposites attract, but they never tell you the second part, which is opposites attack. Okay? And so we can't marry someone who's different from us and expect them to think and feel and act like us. And guess what? It's the same thing in your work environment. You can't work with people who are different from you, but yet expect them to think and feel and act like you, right?